Okay, I don't know how this is going to work. I just jury-rigged a crazy stand here. So first off, this is what we got. I'm trying to look and see if it's in a shot that you can see. Oh yeah, you can see it. Okay, well, it's going to shake a little bit because I made a fake stand, so it's going to hold up. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing video. I just got this. I can't believe it showed up. I just said the other day, I don't know when it's going to show up before the end of the year, and here it is, November 17th, and here it is. So first off, there it is. This is the designer proof copy, so I'm actually supposed to look at this and see if it's, it's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, I'm just going to start doing things. Hopefully, most of this will be in the shot. It's going to be what it's going to be. I'll let Mo or the Player's Aid guys who are good at this stuff to do a better unboxing video at some point. We'll leave the box up like that. Okay, so first off, we have the core rules. And the core rules are what you use for the campaign or strategic scenario. It's also fully indexed. Thank you very much to Brother David Wilkinson for doing an amazing job. It's gorgeous. Charlie Kibler did the layout. You can see sort of what's going on here. And the reason I'm keeping this out is this has the components list, which there's a lot of stuff here, and God knows I'll miss something. So, okay, so then we have, so when you get the game, what I want you to do is only use the engagement scenario booklet. So this is a separate set of rules just to handle the really small learning scenarios. And then once you're done with this booklet, you can toss it and give it to a friend so they can learn how to play the game. So that's that booklet. Then we have the battle scenario book. Now this is the one that lets you play all the basic scenarios in the game that are like, Coral Sea, Midway, etc. Again, each of these is a standalone book, so you don't have to reference back and forth. You have that. But the thing that I always found tough with the original game is, but then you have a set of rules that goes soup to nuts, every single rule, all indexed. So this is what you're going to use once you, have mastered the game. Now the scenario book. This has had a huge redo, and it's just, you can see it sideways, but we even have setup maps now, and it just goes on for days. So, and I will say that I've personally checked the scenarios. I set them up with real pieces. So if there's mistakes, you can yell that I'm an idiot or whatever, but people do that anyway. But at least they did that now. In the original game, it came with this illustrative example of play, and this time we have a separate booklet, which is the extended example of play, but I also have my designer's notes and stuff like that in there, and the bibliography now. You can look at, but it's got every single example, maps, how to move. So this is a good thing. This is hopefully a good read, and you can go check that out. So now, going back to the components list. Okay, so now we have two mounted maps. Oh my God. So I'm going to set them out on the table. I'm going to do this last, but just note that there is two very beautiful maps here. We'll take a shot of them at the end, all, end to end. So we'll get there. Now, this is where you're going to basically, break your wrist. We have counter sheets, my friends. This is counter sheet 1, counter sheet 2. This is 3. Here's number 4. There's number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9, like the Beatles, and number 10. So there's 10 full counter sheets, and they feel nice thick stock. You'll be very happy. Not like the ones you saw in the video, which were handmade. Now, this is the part that I need to check carefully. So we have, so when you're playing, only time you use this is when you're playing the strategic scenario. You got to keep track of all those trained pilots, and you have this, there's easily 10 lifetimes of strategic scenario on that pad there. The cool thing is, most of the scenarios in the game can be played on one map as long as you have this one. So this handles basically all the South Pacifics, all the Solomon's campaigns, breaking the Bismarck Barrier, all the really cool scenarios that I play all the time. And look at it, it's not even a full size, it's great. Nice small footprint, you'll have a good time with that. So that was how I handled that, but that's a paper map. Some people like those, some people don't like those, whatever. Oh, there's 2 dice, by the way. Okay, so now we have force displays. And, okay, so how did they do this? Okay, I'm just going to sort them so I can keep track of them. I know how many there's supposed to be. So, let's see, there's the 3. I guess they interleave them. And yeah, so there are 4 Allied force displays. There are 4 Japanese force displays, and this is all where you're merchant shipping and you're another turn track in case you're doing that. Now, here's the operation display. This is something you use all the time, really pretty. And again, we kept all the original layouts because quite frankly, they were the best layouts I've ever seen for a game, which I think added to it. This is the Allied strategic display. I hope this is all showing up on the video, but it's all 4 color, very pretty. Get my arm out of the way. Again, you use that all the time. This is the Allied screen. So this basically, imagine that this sets up like this and your force displays are in here so that you both have all your charts and tables and you're hiding the information from your opponent. You're playing solitaire, obviously, you don't need to do that. So this is the Allied one. And the Allied one is different than the Japanese one, only in that the search tables are different for the 2, but otherwise they're identical. Here's the Japanese display. Looks really, really good. So let me just quickly review, and then we're going to put the maps out. 10 sheets of counters, core rule scenario battles, Coral Sea operation, 1 Allied force display, 2 Allied force displays, 1 Allied task force display. Oh yeah, because there's force and task force displays, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, Japanese screen, Allied screen, play display, pad, 10. Yep. So good news is everything's here. So now we will just for the moment get this stuff out of the way so we can put the 2 big maps together and everybody can get very excited about that, and then we'll end this video. Oh God, I'm getting old to carry 10 counter sheets, and we'll push this over here and we'll push this over here, and I'll set them up and then I'll just pick up the camera and you know, once I ooh, they got a nice finish to them. They're definitely finished differently than I've seen before, and I like it. And as you can see, I'm doing my usual great job of getting in the way of the camera, I'm sure, but you'll have to bear with me. But the quality of the mounting is really, really good, and it actually matches up. Oh, I'm so excited. So, I'm now going to pick up the camera. Actually, you can see it pretty good in there, but let's just give it the top down. Get my figures out of the way. So there you go. You got yourself the Pacific. And as I said, this area over here, you have a paper map for that area, so you don't, and basically, that's map A over there. Map A, you know, is basically, you can play, you know, probably all of the early war scenarios are playable on map A by itself. You can play the entire China war on it, all the stuff in the Malaya scenario. So basically map A is, think of it as a ton of the scenarios. When you get that special paper map, if you don't want to have to put out, see, the problem you have to have the paper map for is that you don't get the fold is right where Guadalcanal is, and obviously you need this area down here to play it. So you get a paper map that covers that whole area by itself. And then when you're playing the whole campaign, you need map B is only pretty much used for the whole war scenario, because you got to get, here's Pearl Harbor way down here, and et cetera, et cetera. So there you have it, my friends. Pacific War is in the house. Thanks, and to all those who supported the project, thank you very much. It's really nice to finally get this one done. And it turns out tomorrow's my birthday, so this is my birthday present. Thank you, Tony Curtis and Gene Billingsley and Mark Simonich and Charlie Kibler and Roger McGowan and Kai Jensen and Tom Wilkinson, and of course my close friend Gary Gonzalez for all of his hard work, and Marcus Stumpter. Again, this is like the Academy Awards. I'm going to forget somebody that's going to be upset, but everybody put a lot of effort into this over a lot of years, and so I'm glad it's finally done. And I'll tell Tony Curtis to ship them to America. Take care, guys. Bye.